Hello there YouTube, it is me, Judex1A here to show you how to hack/mod Super Smash Bros. Brawl titles and the actual music. So, yeah. First, you are going to want to download some files. I believe okay. I'll put them all in the description. So you are going to want this BCSMGUI 1.5, and you want to use this program. Ignore this. Ignore it. Okay. Alright, so you are going to want a MP3 file or a DTRSM file, I believe they're called. Yeah, you can get these files off of Brawl. They have like a ton of them there. Or you can just get an MP3 of a song. I'll go over the MP3 first. Alright, so with this Brawl custom song maker, BCRSM, you are going to want to add those as converting MP3s. So I'm going to use it to use this song I have, Final Fantasy X versus Seymour, and then you just convert it. I'm going to pause this for a second so it can convert. Alright, so once it's finished converting, you just close out of this, and you might want to name this something. You just double click on this display name. These will pop up once you converted it. I'm recommending this even though you don't have to do it, just like saves time if you forget the name of your song, because once you move it to your SD card it won't display the title unless you put yours. So I'm just gonna put Final Fantasy X Seymour. Alright, so I have that. Now I can move this to my SD card, but I have to select my SD card first, which is in my desktop, but you would need to select your SD card. Like, go to your SD card and select the actual folder. I'm using my desktop for an example for this. So don't use your desktop, use your SD card. Just go click on your SD card. So now I can put this to SD and place it over any song I want. So I want it over the stage Battlefield on the Battlefield, and just replace that. And now it says Final Fantasy X Seymour. It wouldn't say that if you didn't put the title. See, yeah. Alright, now to do these BTRSM files, I just double clicked on that on accident. You need to, I'm going to close out this because it won't refresh otherwise, but you can want to go to the this folder, the BCSM Brawl Custom Song Maker folder, and you want to move this to the library. So it's in the library. You can see my Final Fantasy song in there that we just did. So now we want to go back to the program, the BCRSM, and now Galaxy will be in there. Now if you do that while the program's opened up, it won't refresh. So you want to close out of it and then get back into it after you put in the BCRSM. Now I'm just going to call this Giles Theme OCPS and Overclock Remix. If you even know what that is, it's just a huge company, or I'm not even sure if it's a company or something, but it makes remixes. And yeah, so now I want to move this to my SD card, just like I did with Battlefield. I'm just going to move it over Battlefield as well and put it over Battlefield version 2. Actually, I'm going to put it over Final Destination. Final Destination. Okay, so now these songs are actually over the stage, so they'll play. But it'll only play. It won't show the title or anything. So I'm going to show you how to do the title. So like, it'll just play the music, but it won't show the song. It'll still say it's Battlefield, even though it's Final Fantasy X Seymour Battle. Alright, so we can close out of this now. I'm just going to move this aside here. I'm going to delete this since I actually don't need this anymore and I don't want it. And so now we're going to want this Brawl Box 5.9. But before we do that, we need these two files, the mu main and the info.en. We are going to want to open up our SD card. We're going to want to open up our SD card. I'm not using an SD card, I'm using my desktop. So open up the SD card. In your SD card there should be a private folder. Open up the private folder. And then you should make an info2 and a menu2 folder inside of it. Inside PF. So once you get to PF, make an info2 folder and a menu2 folder. Now in these, just move the info2 into the info underscore. And move the info. Anyways, move this info file. Rename it to info. In my download, it might be already named info. So yeah. And you're going to want to go to. Never mind, don't rename it info. Still keep it info. I'm really confused right now. Give me a second. Alright, I'm stupid. Just rename it info. Ignore if I said anything else. Just rename it info if it's not named info. I think I'll name it info. So then move the mu main into the menu2 folder, and then get rid of that en as well. Just saying that's English. Alright, so now you can close out of your SD card, and then you want to go to this version of Brawlbox I've included. You can't use a different version of Brawlbox since the newer versions of Brawlbox increase the file size, and you have to keep the file size the same. So yes. So now just open up Brawlbox. Now you want to open up your SD card. My SD card is in my desktop, but yours will be in your computer, just saying. Now you want to open up the info file here, and all this stuff will show. Now you're only going to want to change this right here. These are all the songs on Brawl. Now, if we go back to our BC SM, GUI, whatever, here are the songs we replaced. So we're Battlefield, we have Seymour, and we're Final Destination that. So now if you click right here, and then click, type in the first letter of the song, you can actually scroll through those songs that all start with that letter. So I'm looking for Battlefield right here, because that was the song I replaced. I feel like, there it is, okay, so this is Final Fantasy X versus Seymour. There we have that. I feel like I spelled Seymour wrong, but I'm not entirely sure. So now we want to go to Final Destination because we did Giles' theme over that. So Final Destination, and just put Giles' theme. You're just gonna want to put whatever song, just the same. And there we have that. And then we can just save it. And there we have that. And now we are going to want to right-click this, mix data, and export it. Export it to just this folder. Now, if you want to open, go back, and go back into your menu 2, and then go to mu main. Now, you have this misdata 7, which is all the songs in the menu. So when you go to select your song, like make the chance more likely in the music folder or whatever, it'll show it here. So yeah, whatever. Now I want to replace this misdata 7 with the misdata 140 we just made. And once you're done that, you have successfully changed the songs in Brawl. And that's it. I will show a demonstration in a moment. Alright, so once you have gone to Gecko OS in your homebrew channel and launched it off your SD card, and now we are in Brawl. So, going with the options, and now in your options, and here we have Final Fantasy X Seymour. Give me a second, just want to make it go down, so. Yep, that was the one we imported into this. And then Final Destination, we have Giles' theme. demonstrate these right now. Ignore this screen right here. This is just me. It should be regular Brawl. I have a mod on right now, and I really shouldn't because it's terrible for examples. Yeah, so freeze, yeah. Anyways, your songs should play, and my computer's being glitchy, or I'm just being glitchy, I don't know. But anyways, it should work, and you should be good. So good day.